Hello, and welcome to another episode of Resto-Rob.
Hey everybody, Resto-Rob here. First video of the year. Sorry I haven't made a video in a while. Between the frigid below zero weather, working on the shop, got that new toolbox for Christmas, and some other medical problems, issues, solutions that I've had. Haven't had time to make a video, so here is my first video of 2025, and this is the Get to Know You challenge. Dale over at Dale's Workshop called me out, so let's find out more about me. First question: how did I pick my YouTube name? Well, obviously my name is Robert, and all my wife and my family call me Rob. I'm actually the third Robert. My grandfather was Robert Garling, went by Bob. My mother was Roberta Faust, or Roberta Garling, Roberta Faust, and she went by Bobby. And along and behold, I show up and I'm Robert. Robert Faust. So, yeah, my name is Robert, and I go by Rob. And where did I get the resto? Obviously, that's for restoration, but it actually came from, I don't know, I just picked up Industro tool once, and I'm like, man, this is really cool, Industro. And I just thought about it a little bit, and Industro, Resto-Rob. And so I kind of was playing with that idea and came up with Resto-Rob. There's a couple other Resto-Rob names out there. Never met anybody, and obviously no one's putting together videos, so it kind of stuck. How old am I? I'm 52. And actually, being in January, my birthday is January 2nd. I was born in 1973. So, yeah. So, how tall am I? I'm pretty damn short. I'm 5'4". Can you believe that? Probably can't tell from my videos, but yeah, I came from a short line of family. Mom was only 4'11" at her tallest. My dad was 5'9". My grandparents, my grandfather on dad's side was 5'3", and my grandmother was close to 5 foot, if that. So I came from a short family, but then along those lines, some very tall people. So I have cousins and family that are up in the 6 foot range. So we're all over the place. My favorite holiday. Favorite holiday is Halloween. I love Halloween. Back in the day, when I was a little kid, we made haunted houses for Halloween. It was a blast. As I got older, obviously, like the Halloween decorating and that sort of thing. And back when I was a member of the Elks Lodge, we put on a free Halloween haunted house for the kids. And I always had kind of a little room where I would scare the bejesus out of everybody. And obviously the Armando Lonnie Halloween challenge is my favorite. I love participating in that. So yeah, Halloween. What is my favorite color? Camouflage. Yeah, that is my go-to, camouflage. I like green, I like brown. I really enjoy hunting. For a while there, I had camouflage everything. Starting from when I was a little kid, I wore camouflage clothes. camouflage shoes, always played Army. As I got older, hunting camouflage. I even had Cabela's camouflage sheets when I was single. Obviously, those have changed since I got remarried. But we'll just go with camouflage. What is my favorite animal? Not the armadillo. Um, my favorite animal, I would have to say, would be the monkey. In my shop, I have the see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil monkeys, grease monkey, monkey wrenches. I don't know. It's kind of like those little monkeys running around. I love going to look at the monkeys at the zoo, doing monkey things. I mean, you watch videos and monkeys are always doing something funny. So I kind of like monkeys. Hobby besides tool hoarding and collecting. Well, what is your hobby? And obviously everybody knows tool restoration, tool hoarding, collecting. But one of my favorite hobbies since I was a young man is hunting. I used to be a pretty good hunter. Nowadays, I'm just focused on turkey hunting. Turkey hunting is my favorite. I really enjoy doing that. I've been turkey hunting since I was 14, and I've got several turkeys. I love calling in turkeys. I'll take people and call turkeys in for them. I think just doing the turkey calling is my favorite. So, another hobby. Favorite food? Well, I'm a pizzatarian. I enjoy eating pizza. I could eat pizza breakfast, lunch, and dinner. As I get older, pizza isn't as much fun. Doing with some acid reflux and other issues as I've gotten older, that I have to slow down on pizza and just slow down on everything in general. But I still love pizza. I mean, I just gotta be moderate about it. Do I have another channel? I do not. This is the only thing I could really do. I have a hard enough time trying to keep up with videos. I believe my wife comes first and my family comes first, and then my channel and my hobbies. So, if I could spend some time with my wife, I'd rather do that than spend time out in the shop. But with that being said, her hobby is diamond painting, and so she'd rather be diamond painting and doing her diamond dots versus watching me restore tools. So we both have our own hobbies, but we do like to get together and spend time together after our hobbies. So yeah, it's a good work-life balance. Favorite song? Well, most of you guys already know my favorite band is Iron Maiden. I grew up listening to metal, Slayer, Metallica. Not so much into Metallica anymore since they ran out of Dave Mustaine licks. Well, I probably should edit that out. But yeah, my favorite band is Iron Maiden. Favorite album is Seventh Son, and Moonchild is my favorite song. So there you go. My favorite YouTube video that I've done. Gosh, I have done so many YouTube videos, and God, there isn't too many I don't like. I mean, my wife makes fun of me. Ben over at Ben the Tool Addict makes fun of me because I will rewatch my own videos. Number one, that guy is freaking handsome. But no, I do enjoy watching my own videos. I love just looking at what I've done over the past. My Bonnie videos are awesome. to me. I liked watching where I've restored the Bonnie Vixens, the alligator ranches. That's kind of a really fun thing I like to do, or really liked. My very first video was the Scout Crafter Stanley 199 Challenge. So that might even fit into how did I get started into doing videos. I have a really good friend. His name is Matt, and his channel is Texas Toast Custom Guitars. I've known him forever. God, I need to go see him. And he builds guitars, and so I always watched him edit, and I'd hang out with him. And when he's first starting his shop, I'd help haul tools over or shop equipment. And I know he's in a band. I followed the band, and God, it was really cool. And he did his videos, and I'm like, man, I really like to do the tools. And I just thought to myself, and I asked a lot of questions, and I said, hell, I'll just make a video. And you know, me being quiet and shy that I am, that's a joke, I put together my first video, and that might have been my favorite video, was the Scout Crafter Challenge, the 199. So yeah, favorite video. How I got into it, obviously, is my good friend Matt. I just decided I wanted to, well, actually I was watching how to restore a Bonnie monkey wrench, and so I started watching, and came across Scout Crafter, and after that I said, well, heck, if these great guys can do it, I could screw it up myself. So that's where I jumped in, and I'm glad I'm a part of this community. I mean, we're all good friends, and man, just the level of knowledge around everybody, we can ask each other everything. My favorite candy, man, I used to love Reese's. I don't eat them anymore because of my wife. She's developed a peanut allergy later in life, so we don't eat peanuts or peanut derivative items at our house. But I used to love Reese's peanut butter cups. When I'd go deer hunting, my dad always had Reese's peanut butter cups. I had Reese's peanut butter cups. They have a new kind of wafer crisp Reese's peanut butter. It's kind of like a Kit Kat with Reese's peanut butter, and I tried one of those, and God, those are good. But no, I don't normally. That's not my thing anymore. What is the most asked question I get? That is, where do I find my tools? I love tools. I love the hunt. It's an addiction. It's a passion. When I was in college, I worked at a pawn shop for a while, and let's even go further than that. Back in high school, we used to go to the pawn shops, and my buddies would be looking for guitars, guitar amps, and that just wasn't my thing. I was musically challenged. I love listening to music, but I just didn't want to play. It wasn't my thing. And one time I was at a pawn shop, and I started looking at tools, and that's where I found my first Bonnie monkey wrench. And I just, wow, this is really cool. And I'm like Bonnie, and so, and then I think I found maybe 2 or 3 other things that said Bonnie on them. So obviously, after 3 items, you become a collector. And so just over time, I just started developing an addiction to getting Bonnie tools. So pawn shops was my first real place to find tools that I could afford. Um, the older, the rustier, the cheaper, and I would just clean them up and make them users. And thrift stores is a great place. I would always I'd find the most random things at a thrift store. It's like weird. Um, so I don't really go to many flea markets, garage sales, guys on the side of the road with yard sales. That sort of thing is where I find tools. eBay, obviously, but I look for things I wouldn't normally find, or those rare things. You're gonna pay up for them, but it's one of those things you're not gonna find right away. And so I keep an eye out for stuff. Auction lots. I used to bid on auctions, and the auction house wasn't that far from where I lived at the time, so it was convenient. And so I'd buy a bucket of tools in looking for Bonnie or anything else. And so, yeah, so that's about how I came across tools. Biggest thing when I was a kid is my dad would buy cars. He'd buy 3 of the same car at an auto auction and put together a really nice car and sell it, put together a mediocre car and sell it, and then I would scrap the rest and sell it for scrap. But I would clean out these cars and I'd find like a Craftsman or SK. That was pretty much popular, so then I started making a set and just really enjoyed finding tools. And I'm the guy that will go to the bin at like a pawn shop. If they have a big tub of sockets, I will sit there and start digging. So my wife won't go to the thrift stop, to the pawn shop with me anymore. And it's rare to find people to go with me, because I will just sit down and start digging, and that's usually when I find the best stuff, or the rare stuff, or the things I've never seen before. Yeah, so that's how I find tools. And most asked question, my work. Well, I work at the Royal Gorge Route Railroad. I do HVAC on the trains, on the train cars, and at our facilities. I love this job. I love where I work. I'm actually talking to you from the cab of a vintage train engine, because I needed to get some film footage of what I'm doing for the Brassy Classy Challenge. So, yeah, so look forward to that. So that's me in a nutshell. I'm sure there's a lot more that if you guys watch my channel, you've kind of known that I started out in Lakewood, Colorado, ended up moving back to Flint, Michigan. That's where I grew up. Was there for a couple of years, 3 years, and then moved back to southern Colorado. Live in the Pueblo area, work in Canyon City. So yeah, I'm well traveled, well versed, and yeah, I just love tools. So to wrap this up on this getting to know you challenge, and I do like to do a shout out to Dale at Dale's Workshop for nominating me or calling me out. So I like to my 3 people I'm going to send a shout out to. Number 1, Danoh at Danoh's Toolbox. I met him in Canada. Went and saw Danoh. So hey Danoh, I'm gonna have you do that. One of the first tool creators that I really got to talk to was Magdad, 357 Magdad. So I've known him since my actual restorations. Good influence, good person. We exchange tools, and someday I'll be able to get out to Pennsylvania and get to hang out with you guys at Jacktown. That is a goal sometime, just to meet everybody, not and look at the stuff, but obviously meet everybody. So Magdad, I'm gonna call you out on the Get to Know Me challenge, and then finally Armando Lonnie. You know, he did the Halloween challenge. I love Halloween challenges. Armando's a cool guy. He's a Batman guy. So Armando, I'm calling you out too. So until next time, stay safe, and we will check you later.